Most people build their survival arsenal completely wrong. They go big, they go loud, they grab the most intimidating rifle they can find, slap a pile of accessories on it, and feel unstoppable. Then 6 weeks into a real collapse, they're starving because they couldn't hunt quietly, couldn't carry enough ammo, and couldn't find a single replacement part when something finally broke. Here's the truth most gun channels won't say out loud. In a real collapse, the winner isn't the guy with the most firepower. It's the guy who can still feed his rifle 6 months after the last gun store closes. Ammo availability, parts commonality, mechanical simplicity. Those 3 things keep you breathing, not spec sheets. Today we're counting down the only 9 guns worth owning when society stops working. We cut the fat, skip the novelty picks, and focused on what actually matters when the grid goes dark. Let's get into it. Number 9, Steyr Scout. Jeff Cooper spent decades defining exactly what a scout rifle should be. Lightweight, fast handling, forward-mounted optics so you can aim with both eyes open and still track everything around you. The Steyr Scout is the purest version of that idea ever built. It runs a bolt-action chambered in .308 Winchester, the same round as 7.62 by 51 NATO with a 1/9-inch cold hammer-forged barrel. The bipod folds directly into the forend. No extras needed. Ghost ring backup sights flip up the moment your optic takes a hit. And the dual magazine system is one of the smartest design choices on any bolt rifle. 1 mag in the magwell, 1 spare locked in the buttstock for a fast swap without digging through your pack. For a single person working alone, this rifle is hard to beat. Accurate, portable, powerful enough for any game or any threat on North American soil. So why number 9? Because it's a bolt gun, when 3 problems show up at the same time, that manual action becomes a real bottleneck. And at $1,700 to $1,900, pushing $2,100. With the full kit, you're spending serious money on a rifle that does one job brilliantly, but can't cover every situation a collapse will throw at you. Know what it is, know what it isn't, then decide. Number 8, SKS Chinese Type 56. This is the rifle that just refuses to die. Sergei Simonov designed the SKS during World War II as the Soviet Union's semi-auto answer right before the AK-47 showed up and stole the entire spotlight. The Chinese cranked out millions of the Type 56 variant. A huge number of those ended up on American soil, and they're still running today. That says everything. The action is gas-operated, piston-driven, semi-auto in 7.62 by 39. But here's what makes the SKS stand apart from everything else on this list: that fixed 10-round internal magazine. It loads from the top with stripper clips. There is no detachable magazine to lose, to crack, to leave behind in the dirt. As long as you've got loose rounds in your pocket, you're still in the fight. The bolt is a heavy slab of steel with a tilting lock design built to last. The gas system eats dirty, corrosive, surplus ammo all day long without blinking. Most Type 56 models come with a folding spike bayonet permanently attached, because somebody figured you might want a backup plan for your backup plan. Honestly, they weren't wrong. The whole gun is thick steel and dense wood. Heavy, not pretty, but borderline indestructible. And in a long-term survival situation, indestructible has real value that no price tag fully captures. And accuracy? People sleep on this one. A solid SKS will outshoot an AK at 100 to 200 yards without breaking a sweat. Markets have tightened, but you can still find a Chinese Type 56 inches solid shape for $600 to $850. Aim for around $700 and you'll walk away with a shooter that has already survived more than most people ever will. Number 7, Springfield M1, a Scout Squad. Some lists put this rifle at number 1. I'm not one of those lists. Here's my reasoning. The M1A is gas-operated semi-auto, running the M14's legendary rotating bolt, the direct descendant of the M1 Garand. Chambered in .308 Winchester, the Scout Squad version trims the barrel to 18 inches for better handling in tight spaces. It comes with a forward optic rail for Scout-style scopes. It has, and I'll stand behind this, possibly the best iron sights ever bolted onto a battle rifle, tool-free windage and elevation adjustments, a muzzle brake that actually tames .308 recoil, and it accepts both 10 and 20 round detachable box magazines. On paper, this thing is a monster. It hits harder than an AK or AR at every distance. It reaches past 500 yards. It punches through barriers that stop 5.56 cold. You can take an elk, you can stop a truck. But here's the problem nobody wants to talk about: weight. The M1A is heavy, full steel construction, walnut stock. You feel every ounce when you're moving all day on foot, carrying water, food, and everything else you own on your back. This isn't a range day problem. In a survival scenario, it's a compounding problem that gets worse with every mile you walk. On top of that, the M14 Action is pickier about maintenance than an AR or AK. The op rod and gas system want regular attention at exactly the time when cleaning supplies might be weeks away from your hands. That's not an inconvenience, that's a liability. Outstanding rifle. Serious price tag: $1,700 to $2,100. With the Scout Squad running around $1,850, raw stopping power doesn't win a survival situation when you're also the one carrying everything. Number 6, Ruger GP100. Let's talk about what happens when all the mechanical stuff that can fail actually does fail. Springs snap, magazine feed lips crack, extractors break, recoil springs wear out. In a long crisis, with no replacement parts and no gunsmith within 200 miles, semi-auto failures stop being an inconvenience and start being a death sentence. A revolver doesn't have that problem. Ruger introduced the GP100 in 1985 to replace the Security 6. The design goal was simple, and they never tried to dress it up: build the toughest medium frame revolver on the planet. While Smith & Wesson was chasing smooth triggers and refined finishes, Ruger went full tank mode. The frame is solid steel with no side plates. That single construction choice makes it structurally stronger than almost any other revolver you can name. The entire gun is engineered to eat unlimited full-power .357 Magnum loads without the frame stretching or the timing drifting over thousands of rounds. That's not marketing copy. That's just the way the metal is put together. It runs double action, typically with a 4, 2-inch, or 6-inch barrel. The grip frame is a bare steel peg. You bolt on whatever grip size fits your hand. Modular, dead simple, and replaceable with basic hand tools. Here's the survival angle most people miss. The GP100 fires both .357 Magnum and .38 Special from the same cylinder. 2 calibers, 1 gun, and if a round doesn't fire, which happens with old or damaged ammo, you don't run a tap rack bang drill, you don't fumble a magazine in the dark, you just pull the trigger again. The cylinder rotates, next round, keep moving. New stainless models run $800 to $950. Used ones in solid shape go for $650 to $700. And honestly, a used GP100 probably has more service life left in it than you do. Number 5, Mossberg 590A1. One shotgun on this list. Nothing else was even close to making the conversation. Here's why the 12 gauge is irreplaceable when the supply chain is gone. Pure versatility. Birdshot for small game, buckshot for home defense. Slugs for deer-sized game or stopping a vehicle. One platform, one shelf in your pack. A dozen different jobs depending on what you drop into the tube. The Mossberg 590A1 is the only pump shotgun to pass the military's mil-spec 3443 E-test. That means 3,000 rounds of full-power buckshot without a single malfunction. The civilian Mossberg 500 cuts cost with plastic trigger guards and lighter components. The 590A1 upgrades everything that matters: heavy wall barrel, metal trigger guard, metal safety, dual extractors, twin action bars to prevent binding, and an anti-jam elevator that actually works when your hands are shaking and the situation is bad. The magazine tube has a clean-out port design. Unscrew the end cap, run a brush straight through, no disassembly required. Most models hold 7+1 or 8+1 rounds. Some come with ghost ring sights, some have a bayonet lug, which in a real breakdown scenario stops being a joke and starts being a very practical conversation ender. The power source for this shotgun is your arm, no gas system to foul up, no recoil spring to wear out, wipe it down with whatever oil you can find, and it keeps running. That's the whole pitch. $650 to $850 depending on configuration. The 7-shot security model lands around $700. Military tested hardware at a price most people can actually afford. If you don't own a combat shotgun yet, fix that before you spend another dollar on anything else. Number 4, Glock 19. Most boring gun on this entire list. That's exactly why it's in the top 4. The Glock 19 has been the measuring stick for combat handguns since the late 1980s. Special operations units, police departments, armed civilians across the globe. Everybody runs this platform because it simply works. No drama, no surprises, no stories, striker fired, polymer frame, 9mm Luger, approximately 34 total parts. You can detail strip the whole thing with a single punch tool. The Safe Action system gives you 3 internal safeties with no manual thumb safety to forget about under stress, because under stress, you will forget it exists. Gen 5 added the marksman barrel for tighter groups and dropped the finger grooves from the grip so more hand sizes can actually run it comfortably without custom work. Here's the real argument for this pistol in a collapse. The Glock 19 is the single most common handgun platform in the United States. In a breakdown, every police cruiser sitting abandoned on the highway, every station that gets cleaned out, every gun store that goes dark Glock magazines and 9mm ammo will be the most findable resources on the continent. That's not a theory. That's pure math based on what's already out there. It's not the most accurate pistol. It's not the prettiest. It's not the most fun at the range. It's the handgun equivalent of a Toyota Camry. Starts every morning, never makes you think about it. Standard models run $530 to $600. Optic-ready and night sight models push to $650 to $700. What would you pay to never have to worry about your sidearm when everything else is already going wrong? That's the price of a Glock 19. Number 3. AK-47 Zastava ZPAP M70. If the AR-15 is a precision instrument, the AK is a hammer that never breaks. Mikhail Kalashnikov designed this rifle for Soviet conscripts fighting in -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The entire philosophy is brutally simple. If a kid with minimal training can run this rifle in the worst conditions on Earth, it works everywhere else too. The Zastava ZPAP M70 out of Serbia is the gold standard for AKs in the American market right now. 1.5mm RPK style bulged trunnion, cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel. This wasn't some parts kit assembled in a garage. It was built in a real military factory to real military specifications, and that difference shows up in every part you touch. Long stroke gas piston, 7.62 by 39. Intentionally loose tolerances, mud, sand, carbon buildup, none of it stops the action from cycling. The safety selector doubles as a dust cover for the internal components, bolt hold open notch on the safety lever, side rail for mounting optics when you need precision, about 8 pounds with wood furniture, which helps soak up the recoil from that .30 caliber round. The AK signature capability isn't firepower, it's neglect tolerance. Run it bone dry, clean it with motor oil scraped from an abandoned car, feed it corrosive surplus ammo all day long. That chrome-lined barrel just shrugs and asks for more. The AR-15 likes to be maintained, the AK prefers to be ignored. 7.62 by 39 hits noticeably harder than 5.56 inside 200 yards. 30-round magazines give you real capacity without reloading constantly. And this platform has been the most widely produced rifle in human history. Parts and ammo exist on literally every continent on Earth. ZPAP M70 go for $950 to $1,100. Around $1,050 is the going rate for a solid one. That's real money for an AK. But this isn't a bargain import. This is the genuine article. Number 2, Ruger 10-22 Takedown. Yeah, a 22 at number 2? Before you scroll to the comments, hear this out. In every survival fantasy, people picture firefights, ambushes, last stands against overwhelming odds. Here's the reality nobody wants to say out loud. You're going to spend 95% of your time trying not to starve. And the Ruger 1022 is the single greatest food procurement tool ever designed. Since 1964, this has been the most successful rimfire rifle in history. The takedown version separates the barrel from the receiver with one quick twist and drops into any standard backpack, blowback, semi-auto action. Ruger's 10-round rotary magazine sits flush with the stock and is arguably the most reliable rimfire magazine ever built. Now here's the math that should change how you think about this. You can carry 500 rounds of 22 long rifle in a cargo pocket. 500 rounds. That's 500 squirrels, 500 rabbits, 500 chances to feed your family for another day. And 22 long rifle is quiet enough that you're not broadcasting your position to every threat within a mile radius. Try carrying 500 rounds of 308. Your back just gave out. 22 long rifle is also the most produced ammunition on Earth. It will be the absolute last caliber to disappear in any shortage. We watched this play out in 2020 inches real time. 308 and 9mm dried up, while 22 was still sitting on shelves in a lot of places. That's not a coincidence. That's production volume doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The The 1022 is dead simple to maintain. Parts are available everywhere. It's modular enough for basic field repairs with no special tools and no gunsmithing experience required. $450 to $550 for the standard takedown. The backpacker model with Magpul furniture and integrated stock magazine storage runs about $600. For actual long-term survival, not combat fantasy, real survival, this rifle might matter more than everything else on this list combined. Number 1. AR-15 Flatform. This was never really a contest. Not for an American collapse. Eugene Stoner's design from the 1950s took decades to grow up. Vietnam was ugly. The growing pains were real. But the modern AR-15 from builders like Bravo, Company Manufacturing, and Daniel Defense is the most refined fighting rifle available today, and more importantly, it is America's rifle in the most literal sense possible. The AR-15 is the standardized platform of the U.S. military, the majority of law enforcement agencies, and the largest civilian rifle market in history. In a collapsed America, AR-15 parts, magazines, and 5.56 ammunition will be more available than any other rifle system on the continent. That's not opinion, that's pure math. There are more ARs in this country than any other centerfire rifle. Nothing else is close. Direct impingement or piston-driven, 5.5, 6x45, NATO, 6 to 7 pounds. 2 takedown pins separate the upper from the lower. Pop them out, swap your upper, and you've changed caliber or barrel length in under a minute. That level of modularity doesn't exist anywhere else at this price point. Daniel Defense DDM-4 models run cold hammer-forged barrels with bolt carrier groups that are high-pressure tested and magnetic particle inspected, checked at the microscopic level for flaws that could cause a catastrophic failure at the worst possible moment. BCM applies the same standard. These aren't range toys built to look good at the gun store. They're built to go bang every single time, under every condition, for years without failure. 5.56 is light. Load 200 rounds on your kit, and you can still move at a real pace. Recoil is soft enough that every person in your group, regardless of size or experience, can shoot it accurately under stress. And the accessory ecosystem is the largest in the firearms industry. Lights, optics, lasers, slings, suppressors, whatever configuration your situation demands, somebody makes the part and it drops right in. Does the AK handle neglect better? Probably. Does the M1A hit harder at long range? Absolutely. But can you find replacement parts, spare magazines, and ammunition for those platforms in every gun store, police armory, and National Guard depot from coast to coast? No. The AR-15 owns that advantage completely, and in a long-term survival scenario, that single advantage outweighs everything else on the spec sheet. Duty grade AR, 15S, run $1,500 to $2,200. A BCM complete upper on a quality lower gets you world-class reliability for around $1,600. Daniel Defense full rifles land between $1,800 and $2,000. Real money, but this is the one platform that keeps itself running long after the supply chain is dead and gone.